Last time on Fight Night Champion. Last time, we actually ended up going all the way up to face the champ. It was a hard road to get there, a lot of trial and tribulations, a lot of difficult fighters, a lot of good fighters. But in the end, we ended up winning the belt that we've been aiming for. But with winning that belt, we had people ready to come take it. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to defend it with all I got. My first title defense will be against the #1 ranked Diego Corrales. I decided to head down to Puerto Rico for the training camp. Just kinda like it down there. I worked on the heavy bag push just to work on my powers and combination for this fight, as I know I would definitely need it for such a strong competitor. And then I just finished up my training camp with just a bit of sparring, working on keeping everything, smooth and everything of that nature. With that, I think I'm ready to defend my title for the first time.
Good evening and welcome to our World Championship pay-per-view action. Alongside my partner Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. So glad you're with us as we welcome you to the New York Arena in Midtown Manhattan, the site for our championship fight. 12 rounds of lightweight action. Boy, and we expect this to be a big night of action. We spoke with both fighters yesterday. Fireworks anticipated here tonight. Let's see. Diego Corrales is coming down to the ring right now. Not seeing much personality out of this ring walk.
Hailing out of Houston, the Sandman Woods. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of Las Vegas, Diego Chico Corrales.
All right, gentlemen, protect yourselves at all times. Let's touch them up.
Both men have waited their entire career for this. The championship on the line, round number 1.
I feel like I've been through a week of the Super Bowl waiting. Now it's time to play.
Keep moving.
With a matchup like this, oh, a big shot comes home for him. Down he goes in the early goings here.
One, two.
Woods is still in a tough spot here. Don't get fooled just thinking he beat the count and everything's fine.
And I'm not so sure that he can grab. So what you got to do now, if you're a trainer, the way you taught him in the gym is you don't want to go grab because you might leave yourself open. Move your head when he comes to you, then you grab him.
Prove that accuracy, missed with the headshot. Boy, sharp two-punch combination by Woods. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. A little bit of a momentum gainer.
Yeah, obviously it gives you confidence, but you know what? It can also be a momentum killer, believe it or not.
How so?
Joe, I've had guys where...
He falls victim to that big hook. A stabbing right hand by Diego Chico Corrales. Chin punch downstairs. A lot of people would think that these two fighters, as well as any fighter, doesn't have fear. That's not the case.
No, it's not the case. First of all, if you say you don't have fear, you're either a liar or you should go to a doctor very quickly and find out what's wrong with you. I mean, fear is there for a reason, to make sure that you're prepared for potentially dangerous situation and you behave right. But it's a matter of being able to control your fear, deal with your fear, and be able to make the right choices in those moments.
Oh, what an exchange! Here's a moment here as you see the step-back counter-punch where you realize this is the...
Does is he forces them into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, and comes right back.
Woods is committed to that counter-punching very early on here in this fight, and that can pay off as the night continues.
Well, it's paying off right now because you see that his opponent now is...
Diego Corrales is in bad shape. He got rocked. He just got rocked, and he's still taking punches. That's a clean, big shot there. Wow, is this good stuff? What good stuff? He just scored the knockdown after being knocked out earlier.
Joe, that's incredible. And the knockdown earlier actually set up this knockdown because his opponent, he got a little reckless, a little careless.
Very accurate two-punch combo by Woods.
And when you get from side to side, I'm telling you, side to side, listen to me.
3 rounds in the books here, a chance to look at Teddy's scorecard. Corrales has got to find that one thing that will separate him from his opponent so far, because it's an even fight.
And I think that one thing is the jab, because on the outside, just a little bit too often, they're both playing the game a little bit like, you leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. If somebody just...
Halfway through this round here. And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own.
Keep your distance. Keep working the body.
Good flush shot upstairs. Right hand.
Move your head.
Corrales is going to think about the next time he throws a punch, because he just got hit by a good solid counter. How about a return? Man, paid off well there. He damaged him in that round. He's winning the fight to me based on his overall speed. He's just a faster, quicker fighter, and it's making it so that he's able to employ his ways and get the best of his opponent.
Oh, he has that physical asset, no doubt about it. You can see it. But he has to be careful that he doesn't get carried away. He doesn't get reckless with that speed.
Combination to the head. Teddy, he did a smart thing right there. Just created enough space and then landed the counter punch.
Looked like the will of the wisp, the old great Willie Peck.
Score from the outside, keeping a safe distance away from his opponent. Big shot, the right came clean. Diego Corrales' corner is concerned. Their fighter may go down. Oh, he is. Oh, and there you go. Oh, and now the real test. Can he get up after going down a second time?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Corrales is able to get up. Teddy, I question, though, if he'll be able to go on. What does he have to do?
Well, he's got to know what to do, but what not to do. Don't use your legs. Don't try to move, because that's the inclination. Get on your bicycle when you've been hurt. No, the bicycle's not there. You got flat tires. What you got to do is grab on the inside, clear your head. They tell you that in life. In the ring, you get caught that real fast.
He got caught by a big shot.
Good.
Blocks that blow, and then a counter uppercut. Quite a task in front of them now. Their fighter's eye swollen shut.
Right now, you have to come up with some strategy. Maybe he turns his stance around, where he leads now with the good eye. You know, right now the good eye is back a little bit where he can't pick up things. Maybe now he needs to change his position in the ring, where at least his good eye is in front.
He just missed that shot up top. Oh, Chico gets to him with the uppercut. Southpaw right jab, then the left hand. Diego Corrales is hit by a right hand. Uncle Mo has come to visit. Momentum is now on his side.
That's why you can't let go of that steering wheel when you're driving. You know, all of a sudden, bang, you're in the back seat. You're not in the front seat. You're not in the driver's seat anymore.
He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back.
Finish with the hook.
Woods is putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp. Diego Corrales is hurt bad. Wow! He goes down. Oh, he may be close here. Can he survive the round? That's the end of round 6. Eye is shut closed. Good counter punching there with the overhand right. Very nice work from both men. They each got a shot in.
Double up your punch.
And oh, what a good, strong uppercut by Diego Corrales. Diego Corrales is cracked by him. There it is. Blistering combination. The speed of those punches just put him down.
They got there quicker than his hands got back to cover.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The ref is stopping this fight. Woods' power just much too much for his opponent. Another knockout for him.
Ladies and gentlemen, by way of knockouts, your winner and still champion of the world, the Sandman Woods.
Coming off my knockout victory, I decided to go against Jesse James Leija. I decided to head out to Detroit for the training camp just to get me ready for it. And I started off with some, distance training, just to work on my jabs and stuff, working on going to the body a bit more with jabs and straights. Next, I just did some sparring just to end off my training camp as usual, and just to get me prepared for this fight, for anything that can happen. After that, I think I'm ready to defend my title again.
Good evening, I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the Thomas & Mack Center just off the Vegas Strip. Such history has been made here through the years, and now we add more as it's the site for this championship fight. 12 rounds in the lightweight division. This should be a really good matchup here tonight. All that energy that we saw, it almost boiled over at the weigh-in yesterday. Now it gets to explode here in the ring. Leija's almost giving you the feeling here that he's completely indifferent to all the pressure. I mean, this is a guy that's been there, done that, and he couldn't care less about the pressures that are in front of him.
Hailing out of Houston, the Sandman Woods. His adversary, hailing out of San Antonio, the Texas Tornado, Jesse James Leija.
Okay, guys. We went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's touch gloves.
A fabulous atmosphere in the air tonight. Round one of our championship fight. Teddy, you can almost feel this arena pulsating with excitement. You've been through these kind of fights before as a trainer. What's it like?
For the fighter's imagination, you have to control that imagination. The first punch brings it down to reality, something you've done before. But for the trainer, it's everything you've been working for in your lifetime.
In and out.
Jesse Leija's hurt by a big shot. Wow, he backs up the combination, landed all four of them. Teddy, I think he's going to go down. I think he's going to go down after getting tagged right there.
He doesn't know where to go. I mean, he's like a guy that's caught in a hailstorm. He's trying to get to the other side of the street, but he just doesn't know where it is now.
Well-placed counterpunch by Woods. Good work defensively by Leija. Plus, he landed that counterpunch.
Yeah, and he forced him to punch. He made him, he drew it out of him, and then he timed him beautifully.
Good counterpunch. In where he was so very accurate. And Teddy, if you want to have one single quality out there as an offensive fighter, accuracy is among the ones you want to have.
Yeah, and to be accurate, that means you have to be calm. And you have to be smart, that you know that you're putting the punches in certain specific places for a reason. And boxing is not just about the strongest guys. It's supposed to be, and it usually is, about the smartest guys.
What an excellent two-punch combo by Woods. Leija's got something to think about now. And now he's targeting upstairs. Oh, and there he lands the right hand well. Oh, what a hook upstairs. Did you see that? Jesse Leija's down. He is down. A blistering combo put him there. I give him him a lot of credit for even getting up from that knockdown, but he still has to impress and move forward here.
Yeah, I applaud him. I give him credit, but I also recognize that he's in good shape. That's one of the reasons he got up.
Opponent shot, and then comes back with an uppercut. It's turned into one big target for his opponent. Teddy, he cannot get out of the way of this attack.
No, he acts like a guy who gets insulted if you miss him.
He returns the favor with a right hand of his own.
Well, you know, it's all about the calendar, Joe, when the fight is and when your last fight was. If you're coming off a fight, you can shorten up that training camp. You know, maybe even give him a week off. You don't want to overtrain a guy. Maybe you only have maybe a 4-week camp if you're coming right off a fight. But traditionally, if you have a...
That's a big right hand there. Nice work with the combination by Woods. Solid. And he goes down again. Will he get up from this?
Beautiful, beautiful. I want another round exactly like that.
3 rounds completed here as we take a look at Teddy's scorecard for the first time. Good job protecting himself. Unable to score. Jesse Leija's been hurt by that shot. Oh, he's hurt right there. He is hurt. You know, his opponent's doing it. Jesse Leija's crushed, and banging away he goes. Wow, he goes down again.
This is going to be called the elevator fight. Up and down all night.
Jesse Leija's up from the knockdown, but what we really want to look for is how he reacts in the coming moments of this fight.
Good job, boy, good job.
Good doubling up of the jab by Woods. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. 10 seconds to go in the 4th. Back to the corner, having just been floored. Typically, how are they acting? What are you seeing on that?
Just imagine you just walked into a room and somebody hit you from behind. You drop. You're afraid to go in that room again. So put a light on in that room and explain to him why he got dropped. He will not be afraid to go back in that room.
Leija's going out there after just being knocked down. Went to the body there, but unable to connect.
Keep it up.
That is boxing 101. A nice, crisp combination by Woods. He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange against his opponent. Scored well upstairs with the right hand. Took a shot, now he gives a left. And now he's acting like a fighter. Coming back with the right hand. What started as mild swelling has now turned into this. Jesse Leija's eye is closed. He's a one-eyed fighter right now.
And that's the fault of his corner. They needed to get that end swell, that cold piece of metal on that eye a couple rounds ago. They did not. And now, as you said, they have a Cyclops, a one-eyed fighter.
And now they're trading blows. And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. Woods has landed a good, solid combination. Combination by Leija. See how he targets that hook? Jesse Leija stunned and staggered. What a big shot. He is floored by that combination. Absolutely floored. but he's going to continue on, beating the count.
They're coming from the side. They're coming from all angles. You're going to get wet.
You're not always protected. Solid shot. The left hand came in.
He's hurt. Get him in this round. Come on.
Start of round number 8 here. Leija's doing poorly on Teddy's scorecard, as has been the case all night long. But I will say this. He hasn't really asked much of himself. The gas tank. He is not in good shape. Big shot comes crashing home. How is this going to go on? Once again, he hits the deck.
Well, he's getting practice at it, so he might figure it out.
Fight is over. Woods is gunned down yet another opponent. A knockout victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, by way of knockouts, your winner and still champion of the world, the Sandman Woods.
Coming back from my fight, I ended up getting an email from Adidas and they wanted to do a promo with me, which I happily accepted. After that, I fought an old phone and some web. I decided just to stay home for the training camp just because I wanted to. I ended up going to the event, which did take a day off my training camp, but I didn't really have much worry for this fight. I ended up just doing some training, some athletic training, working on my plyometrics, and then I just did some focus mints for the end of my training camp. And with that, I'm ready for this fight.
Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to Boardwalk Hall and the famed Atlantic City Boardwalk in southern New Jersey. This, the site of our championship fight. 12 rounds of lightweight action. Each man comes into this fight supremely confident, expecting to deliver a W. Webb's making his way to the ring right now, and he's doing so with a very business-like approach to things.
Introducing first, in the blue corner, hailing out of Houston, the Sandman Woods. His adversary, coming out of London, Webb.
Okay, guys. We went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's touch gloves.
A fabulous atmosphere in the air tonight. Round 1 of our championship fight. Teddy, you can almost feel this arena pulsating with excitement. You've been through these kind of fights before as a trainer. What's it like?
For the fight, it's imagination. You have to control that imagination. The first punch brings it down to reality, something you've done before. But for the trainer, it's everything you've been working for in your lifetime. And you're thinking, did I do everything? Did I make any mistakes? Did I turn every stone over?
Blocking a score. Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. Woods is showing you that sublime skill right now with that 2-punch combo. What a trap he just set, and he lands it.
You give him a little shade, you know, a little shadow, and then he throws at you, you pull back, bang, come right back with your own.
Well played, straight right hand. And now he's targeting upstairs. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Webb. So right from the start in this fight, he's committed to the body shots.
Well, that's the time to go there right at the beginning, because body work pays off for you later in the fight. No sense in wasting time. Get right to it.
Final 10 seconds. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Goes up top with a right round. He was able to stun his man, Teddy.
Yeah, you can see that.
That's a big right hand there. Did you see that? Targeting that head and landing with a bomb. steps up from the knockdown, but what we really want to look for is how he reacts in the coming moments of this fight. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Last 10 seconds of round number 3. Not able to land the headshot. Oh, and he's got something for him. Round number 4 is underway. A chance for us to look at Teddy's scorecard. And obviously the round to circle there, you see the knockdown was scored.
And that's how professional boxing is supposed to be. The guy who lands the cleaner, more effective punches, he gets an advantage. He gets an extra score.
Watch the hook. Watch the hook. Come on.
I like the way he went up top that time with the hook. Webb's out to show everybody that he's fine. But we saw what happened in the last round. He was knocked down in that last round. Does he have to prove something to himself as well as proving something to everybody in this arena?
Well, that's the right question, Joe. He's got to revisit his memory banks a little bit and know that he's already proven it to himself. He's been in this position before, so he has to regain that confidence and understand that he can deal with this. He's done it before.
The last thing either guy wants to be here, Teddy, is one-dimensional.
The last thing you want to be in anything to be successful is one-dimensional. I mean, if you're a comedian, you don't want to be saying the same jokes all the time. Your crowd's not going to be there. Well, your opponent is going to be there all night long if you do the same thing.
Double up on the punches.
Ten seconds to go in the 4th.
Come on, champ.
Not able to connect with the uppercut.
Right? You have to keep your hands up. You have to start throwing more in volume in there. Throw in volume.
Another round, and if it keeps up with the rest of them, solid. And he goes down again. Will he get up from this? Give him a lot of credit for even getting up from that knockdown, but he still has to impress and move forward here.
Yeah, I applaud him. I give him credit, but I also recognize that he's in good shape. That's one of the reasons he got up.
On the bad end of a flush, solid hook. Good flush shot by Woods.
One more time.
Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Webb. Coming to the end of round number 5, last 10 seconds. What an excellent two-punch combo by Woods. I think he's slightly down on the scorecard.
Yeah, the key is not what you think, Joe, even though I love what you think, but the key is what he thinks. He has to know that. It's very important for him, and a lot of times, a guy under pressure wants to know what he wants to know. He wants to maybe think in his mind that he's ahead, and it's important that somebody gives him the news.
Good way to protect the midsection. Webb's sitting back right now, Teddy, and looking for that counterpunch opportunity, isn't he?
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. He's waiting, you know, he sees that his opponent is in his armory, so to speak. You know, he's in his castle. He's getting him to come out of his castle. He wants him to come out of his castle, so now he can attack.
You're doing great, champ. Keep going.
Pace yourself.
Final 10 seconds of the 6th round. Look at that combination by Woods. And the bell rings, signifying the end of the round.
Create more punches, okay? Slip his punch and throw a straight right down the middle. You have to double the jab, all right? Look, he's timing you.
6 rounds in the books, 6 to go. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Oh, and he got caught right there. Everything was going fine, and then he got caught.
Well, that's the problem. It was going too fine. He got a false sense of security. The other guy wasn't throwing back. He took for granted, and bang, you can't take him.
And bang, and away he goes. How about that? He goes from being the victim to handing out the punishment.
1, 2, 3, 4. Come on.
but he's going to continue on, beating the count. Good-looking counterpunch. It's the body shot. Woods has got to be really careful there, Teddy. I mean, he's leaving himself wide open.
And what's going to happen next? See, you know, he's leaving himself open. He hasn't paid for anything yet, but that will be coming before you know it.
10 seconds to go in the 7th. Hits him in the mug with the right.
Let's see some more head movement, champ. Come on.
And round 7 comes to an end.
You can do it now, nice and calm. We can recoup from that knockdown. Now, let's do it.
Close fight here tonight as we have round number 8 underway. Woods is enjoying a slight lead on Teddy's scorecard, but I've been concerned with how much he's been easily tagged tonight, Teddy.
Well, that's when he goes into that peekaboo. He goes into that peekaboo. He doesn't move his head. He's stationary, and his opponent's been taking what he's given him.
Scores big with the hook to the head.
1-2, baby. 1-2. Keep him popping. Keep him popping.
He missed with that headshot. Woods is showing us that he is sticking with the game plan. But keep in mind, that game plan had him down earlier in this fight. What would you be telling him right now, Teddy?
Well, first of all, you got to explain to him very quickly and very clearly why he got caught. You can still do the other things. The other things that we thought going into this fight is still going to work. But make an adjustment. It's not that you didn't do the thing that could work. You didn't do it properly.
Webb's got something to think about now. Woods is putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Last 10 seconds of the 8th round. Able to land the hook to the head. Where somebody's getting hurt. Where this is not going to the judges' scorecards.
I feel like I'm in Coney Island watching one of those hot dog eating contests where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how he's going to feel at the end of the night.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Webb's giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. 90 seconds into the 9th round. A well-targeted classic 1-2 by Woods. Solid shot, the overhand left. Scores up top with a left. And there he counters back against his opponent. A well-timed right hand by Woods. Went to the body there, but unable to connect. Trying to erode away that body with the combination punching. Sometimes you can just look at it and see it as clear as day. He's ahead on the scorecards.
Yeah, I have my head on my scorecard, too.
What a big shot. Wow, he goes down again.
This is going to be called the elevator fight. Up and down all night.
And it's over. This fight is over. Webb smashed, and he can't get up.
By knockout.